What's up everyone, Alex here. Today I'm replacing the crank position sensor in my 2016 JKR. It's having a problem starting, it's stalling randomly, and it's having a problem with low end torque, even in 4 low. Sounds like that could be symptoms of a crank position sensor. So we're going to replace that today. Should be pretty simple. It's just one bolt and one plug. It's under the car on the passenger side, so should be pretty easy, but I'm going to show you guys how I do it. All right, everyone, we're under the car on the passenger side. Here is the crank position sensor right there. It's one bolt, 10 millimeter, and then one plug. All we need to do is unbolt it, unplug it. Should pop out, and we just pop the new one in, bolt it back up, and plug it back in, and we should be good to go. All right, everyone, so first thing we got to do, we're going to pull the plug off. There is a little tab here. We're just going to pry it up with a screwdriver. Get that out of the way. We should be able to just pull the plug out. Next, we'll take our 10 millimeter socket. Wasn't very tight. Now, once we get this out, there should be a little bit of oil that's probably going to come out because this is actually a wet piece, apparently. Bolts out. We're just going to take this, twist it, and wiggle our way out. Yeah, so we didn't have any oil come out of that. We're actually probably low on oil. My fantastic plastic oil filter housing is cracked and leaking, so we're probably low on oil. We'll see if we can get a little bit of oil out of there. The new part has an O-ring. Just going to lubricate that with a little bit of that existing oil there. Pop that back into place. Make sure it's seated because it does, like I said, have an O-ring on there. Tighten that back up. We're not going to make it super tight because it wasn't tight before. Snug it up. Turn off the plug a little bit. Plug it back in. We heard it click, so we know it's tight. A couple tugs, and that's it. That's the crank position sensor. Really not too hard. So let's see if it actually made a difference and see if the car will start better. All right, let's see if it starts any better. Well, it starts and it runs. I'm not confident it's any better, and I'll have to look back at some videos from this weekend and really listen to the way it was starting then and see if it made any amount of difference. But we'll road test it one of these days. Like I said, I have low oil pressure right now, so I don't want to drive it and mess that up even more. But I wanted to throw the crank position sensor in today while I had a little bit of time, and we'll once we get it on the road, I guess we'll see what it does. Well, that was pretty easy. I'm not super confident it actually did anything. It doesn't really seem to start any better than it did. Maybe it does. I'm not sure. You know, it's a $34 part to throw on there, see what it does. Like I said, there's been noticing this issue lately, and could have something to do with the low oil pressure and the cracked oil filter housing. Only time will tell on that one when we get around to replacing that. In the meantime, if anybody has any ideas as to why I'm having a stalling issue and a low torque issue, let me know, because whatever it is, I want to get to the bottom of it. Especially we got to trip to Windrock planned here in a couple of months, 6 days on the trail, and I really don't want to be stalling the whole time. So I hope you guys liked the video. It's my first really how-to video, if you want to call it a how-to. If you guys want to see anything else, let me know. Otherwise, thanks for watching.